A man who meant so much to this community is being honored this week, and you can help to make that event possible. Andy Chudd and Ron McBride are here to share more. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Okay, so for those who might not know, who was Jon Absey and why did he mean so much to so many people?
Well, Jon was the original Utah Jazz Bear, and anybody that knew him knew that there was so much more to him than the costume. And that's what this is about. It's a celebration of the man, not the costume or the character. And, you know, he was just one of the most amazing people I've ever met, one of the kindest. He made people feel like they mattered. At his memorial service a couple weeks ago, one of his childhood friends said, how many people in this room felt that Jon was their best friend? And 90% of the hands went up in the auditorium. So it's just, there was never a cause that he couldn't come and address and make people feel better. He lifted the room. He made people laugh. He made people feel important. And we want to do the same thing in the send-off for him. So many people didn't feel that they got a chance to say goodbye. And so that's what this is. It's a celebration, and we have friends like Coach Mack and Craig Bowler-Jack and a host of others that are coming to celebrate Jon.
And what is One Last Ride, and why is it so important to create this event in Jon's honor?
Well, I mean, basically what it is, it gives people the advantage of being able to share their experiences. So we're going to have 4 or 5 speakers, and they're going to, when they finish, there's going to be 2 microphones at the front of the auditorium, and people are going to be given 2 minutes. We have one of those timers, like for debate, and they'll be given 2 minutes to share about their experience with Jon.
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, this isn't just an event, it's a call for the community to show up. So how can we help?
Well, I think by showing up and celebrating what this man has done for this community. You know, he was amazing at his craft. You know, I can remember being in Houston, and I was wearing I was recruiting, but I wore a Jazz hat to the game or whatever, and so somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, do you know the Bear? Do you know who he is?" I said, "Oh yeah." I said, he said, "That guy is, of all the mascots in the NBA, he set the pace." And I like watching the Jazz games because I like watching him more than more than the Jazz.
Absolutely.
They weren't Jazz fans. They weren't Jazz fans, but they were Bear fans.
Yes.
And the same thing happened in Detroit. You know, I was in Detroit recruiting and went to and the Jazz were playing Detroit, and so went to the game, and I had
truly making an impact on the game.
and then they said, "Do you know the Bear?" Or somebody, "You know the Bear?"
Yes.
I said, "Sure, I know him." I said, "Yeah, that's why I tune into the Jazz games."
Oh, I
because
love
I
it.
want to watch the Bear.
Yes. Well, and you guys are truly keeping his legacy alive. You guys can find out more information on the banners below. And Andy and Ron, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Nobody.